All right, so in part 2, we talked about direction of pull, hand position, how we're going to communicate to help 𝘗𝘶 stay between my reins and trust my hands. I'm going to go a little deeper into that. Now we're going to talk about how we signal with our reins. So as I bridle him, his little tiny throat latch is totally happy to just put his chin in his chest and bridle, but yet he wants out. Like he's saying, give me the release. I feel him pulling against me. I see his ears going up and down, up and down. I see he's worried. He's not content with this bit pressure. Definitely it's okay and recommended to make sure you check your horse's teeth if they need done. Make sure your bit isn't pinching them. But I know that he's all good in that department. I know this bit is comfortable to him. I know that this is just a learned behavior where it's so accepted that they go in the show arena and drop their heads down. He's just kind of like saying, hey there, I gotcha. I'm bridling, so go ahead and drop now. And all of a sudden I'm taking this to a new level and I'm trying to contain him, which, check it out, this will build to collection later, acceptance later. I'm trying to contain him and just push him forward. He's actually being pretty good today. Often he'll really duck in and out, but he's tuned up from our horse show we just got back from at Santa Barbara. But he's still not sure if he's totally good with this containment in the face, okay? So I'm just gonna go keep containing him and very light, like I have very, very little pounds of pressure in my hands, but I am balancing him between the reins. Have you ever heard that subject? I'm telling you, a great horseman learns to balance their horse between their reins, okay? And I'm pushing gently, a little more right leg there. And when I see his head move back and forth or his mouth open, I know he's worried about it, right? So I'm just going to take a hold. Now this horse wants to be so light. I have some horses that are heavy. And honestly, this guy wants to be almost too light, okay? And being too light is an evasion like being too heavy for some horses, not all. My goal is to have my horses light as a feather. Some horses come to me so light they hide in that bridle, right? So I am just allowing him to feel me at the end of the bridle reins and trust my pickup and release. And I'm just pushing him to the spots that I need. And he's a good guy and he's taken it. And like I said, he came from some great horsemen. So believe me, his issues, if there's very many of them, are primarily just a lot related to his personality. See, now his mouth's getting a little quieter. There he's pulling away again. So I'm just going to draw back a little bit. Notice my arm, my elbow has a line to that bit. I'm not cocking my wrist. I'm just fairly soft, fairly straight. If I need more draw, I'll just come back softly. But he's okay to accept this. He's getting really good about it, and now I'll drop him. So notice what he did. Now, in a trail class, he's like, I'm a good boy. I'm going to put my head down and look over the poles. But my first choice is that he stays where I put him. See, I'm not a big fan of horses that go along and show with their heads on the ground. I think it's counterproductive to correct horsemanship, right? Even reiners, even pleasure horses, even trail horses, no way. I've never, ever believed in that. This horse is made. God made this horse where his neck comes out of him level. A level top line is exactly where he's balanced and comfortable. So every moment he's traveling there and he thinks he's doing right? Every moment that happens, he's putting more body weight on his front end, more of a load on his front feet and his front end. And he's trying, like that wasn't him being a bad boy. He released his head, he relaxed, he dropped it. And a lot of you with really high-necked horses can benefit from this because when you draw until they soften and give and you drop, you can actually develop your headset a little better. However, he wanted to drop low. But say I'm going to do walkovers, right? And he's trained so well and I want him to drop his head low for the walkovers. I can lean up over him a little and he knows to come down and do those walkovers, and that's okay. I don't want to take that away from him. But in this exercise, I want him. Hi, I'm 𝘗𝘶𝘀. Knowledge correctly applied is powerful and can transform you and your horse. 𝘗𝘀𝗶 Video Club gives you the knowledge and shows you how to apply it. Over 200 online training videos to help you in your daily workout with your horse, and new ones being released monthly. My goal is to help you transform your riding and your horse's performance. Join our team today. Go to 𝘗𝘀𝗶.com. But say I'm going to do walkovers, right? And he's trained so well, and I want him to drop his head low for the walkovers. I can lean up over him a little, and he knows to come down and do those walkovers. And that's okay. I don't want to take that away from him. But in this exercise, I want him to be comfortable with my pickup. Let me do that again so that you can see that. I want to be comfortable with my pickup, right? And softly hold and draw and push. Watch as I'm going to push his rib cage over, just staying there. I don't want him pulling against me or his neck coming way up. Good boy. I'm going to push his rib cage back this way. You see my hands. Now this time I'm fluttering my right rein a little. Watch that. Because he's stuck. Tried to move his head to the left. So I'm just having him accept this pressure. My right leg is pushing on him. And he's showing his worriness or anger or frustration at that by raising his head. Some of this might be he was stiffer that way, but I can do moves like this and I won't let go until I get to the other side. When he drops that neck and lets me just have his rib cage, it's okay, guy. You're okay. See, notice how his neck is up. He's upset. There, he started to drop down. Now, nope, he wants to go. He's worried. He thinks he's going to get in trouble. And he might think that I'm wanting him to lope off. So I'm just going to, again, it's okay to handle your horses, guys. See, his foot falls fast. His neck is up. His breaking point went from back here to way up there. That's all his resistance to my leg. So as I give, I'll give when he softens and slows his legs down and accepts my pressure. As he tries to run off my leg or get fast off it, I know that he's worried about this. You're okay, Oliver. There. Nope, you don't. Not going to lope. There. Stay in. Stay in, Dana. Stay in till you get there. There. Beautiful. Softly, I drop him. And as he drops his neck low, this is his pattern that I really work on, having that not get too low. Because many of these horses that are trained this way, when you go to rail classes or other things, they want to get low on a loose rein. Good boy. We're going to do it again. Just smoothly draw up. Much better. Push him over. Good boy. Good boy. And drop. Notice, see, he curled his head to the gate. He's telling me that he wants away from the pressure. So my warm-up might just be slowly, softly walking him. Notice when I picked him up, I was focused on the camera and you guys, and I picked up uneven. And look how he wiggled that head back and forth. That was my fault. I got to be accurate with my hands. Pick up, draw, push. Good. And soften and drop. See, as he wants away from the pressure, it's almost an evasion dropping too low also. And that's why I deal with this in his warm-ups. Coming back in this way. So push that leg, push that rib cage. Now I can change my direction of pull and pull his head this way and push the rib cage over. Good boy. Stay forward. Now, as he went sideways, I can bring my hands forward. It's like an open door, right? I gotta stay in, stay fluid, fluid. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come in, push. You're okay. You're okay. Good boy. Next thing we're going to work on, so stay tuned. We're going to work on the horse that continually drops their head and neck too low. That can be challenging to fix, but I'm going to show you some secrets to it. For 10 years, I've used the TR3 Classic drag to keep my performance horses at their peak. And now I'm so excited to say that we now have that TR3 series. There just isn't anything better than that TR3 arena drag to help make my performance and my program complete. So no matter the size of your program, good footing should matter to you. So contact ABI today and get your arena drag.